Happy Monday, everybody. Chelsea and I are going to be painting sea creatures tonight. I'm doing turtles, turtles, and she is going to be doing crabs. Hi, Kendra. Just wait for her to join us and we'll get started. This was the one I originally posted here. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
So I was just saying, this is the one I originally posted and did the other day.
Yep.
Can you turn your music down just a little bit?
Yeah, I'm turning it off.
Thank you.
Sorry, that's why
And
my
then I
arms
did-
in the arms in the video. There we go.
No, that's okay. And then I did this one today, and I was super frustrated. And I'm like, oh God, what have I done? Like I've created.
Oh, I
this.
kind of like it.
Yeah, I don't know. I really struggled with create. It's not. I don't think it looks bad, but I struggled with creating a tutorial for it that was going to be simple because I'm like,
Yes.
that's not simple. So I actually did this one last, and I think I figured out a way to make it simple.
Cute.
Tell me about your crab. Does it have orange little hands? I love that so much.
Yeah, so this one I actually did a tutorial with a Duma just randomly, like by ourselves. And this is actually the same thing on that like student grade paper. And I just wanted to like show everyone like that's not using professional paper, like you can still make a good crab. But yeah, that's one that I actually tried to tutorial and I didn't actually plan that out. So I can see some wonkiness a little bit. And then I actually sketched out our crab, which we're going to do, which we should definitely sketch out because there's a lot of little parts to them for sure. I mean, I want to do it loose, but there are parts to them for sure.
Okay, cool. Hi, Vanessa. I see you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually walk them through the sketch. I'm going to try and keep the sketch as simple as possible. I'm going to go first today, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then, so do you want me to do the whole thing in one sitting? Is that easiest for you? And then you do yours?
Well, we can flip back and forth if you want. If you want some drying time, that's fine. I already pre-sketched, so I'm ready to go.
All right. So do you want to start or do you want me to start?
No, I want you to start. I mean, I'm ready to go when you're like, you want
to. And then I'm like, wait, okay, no, perfect. So what I did was I broke my turtle down into these shapes. So this one's kind of like the curviest part. Everything else can really be broken down into almost four-sided shapes. Like my math brain likes a four-sided shape when drawing because oftentimes it's easier to create something when you've got like sides and not just like rounded figures. So I'm going to kind of lean into this and I'm going to sketch it for you guys. And then just know that if you miss anything, I will upload this whole live on my YouTube. Okay. So if for whatever reason you have to leave, that's totally fine. It'll still be accessible to you. Hi, Heidi. And also just a warning, there might be a kitten that pops up in this feed because she has been given free range of the house and she is exploring to her little heart's content.
Love it.
Yes. Okay.
And we've kept her name, right? You've got this.
Yes, her name is Eloise, though we call her lots of different things. Yes.
Oh.
And I can tell you all about that in a little bit, but let me get onto this sketch so that we can get moving here. All right, so I'm going to start with the shell, and then we'll talk about all of the inside parts on this shell as well. The head's going to be more of like a squared off shape with a little like bottom on it to give it that mouth. The fin on the side is going to be this like four-sided figure shape. And then once we get those shapes in, we'll round things off. So
okay.
I think I'm not going to use this whole paper. I think I'm going to use some of it and then use the rest of it for your crab. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to start just with that shell. And I'm going to have a curve at the top like this. And then kind of curl it up underneath. The paper I'm using today is just Bauhong. So it is cold pressed, so it does have a bit of a texture to it. But that's fine. Like I can still sketch over it. It's not impossible. I know a lot of people don't like to sketch over this type of paper, but I actually don't mind it when I'm just putting like the basics down. So you really just want a shape like this. I don't even know what you would describe.
Almost like a paisley shape, like a paisley teardrop.
Yes. Good call on that. Yes.
Or an eyeball. Yeah. Okay.
And then what I would do next is I would do like that little head shape. We're not even going to connect the neck yet. We're going to go like where the bottom of that paisley starts to kind of curve to the base. We're going to create kind of a squared off little head.
Okay.
Like that.
Oh, yeah.
I zoom that in. There we go.
That's good. Yep, I can see it.
Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the big fin on the bottom next. So
this is a sea turtle, right? Not a
This is a
tortoise,
sea
just so
turtle,
people aren't
correct.
confused. So
It is a
tortoises have legs.
a sea turtle. So what I'm going
These
to do
guys
is
have fins.
kind of think of like a side shape. So I'm going to kind of build up this little curve on the bottom to be this big kind of squared off piece up here near the head. And then kind of like make a couple of little cloud bumps like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then at the base of the tail, I'm just going to do a couple of little squared off little feet like that. And then maybe a tail, maybe a leg. It can be whatever you want it to be. We'll do that there. And you can decide if that's a tail or a leg. It doesn't really matter to me. So really we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shapes at this point. And then what you want to do is you want to do what Chelsea's kind of already doing. You want to start to kind of create the base of the turtle, which is just barely there. Like you can barely kind of see under that shell here. And then up here, when you get close to the top fin, you curl under a little bit so that the fin is connected to the base. And then at the top of the fin, you curl up to under the head and you just put a little bit of a mouth section underneath that head right there. Do you see what I did?
Ah, yeah.
You curl it under.
Yeah. That's his mouth.
Yep. And then the neck's going to come down right about here for the top.
Okay, my head's too big. And my intimidation with turtles and tortoises is always just their shells. So I'm very excited to see how you're going to break that down.
Yes. So you can sketch if you would like. I will sketch it very basically for you, but I'm not going to really rely so much on this because I've been really just painting it loosely. But what I do is I work on, here, I'm going to show you. Where's my little one that I just have? Oh, it's over here. So when I look at this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I do 9 little marks along the base. So one
little squares.
I just do like it's almost like a dot, like a connect the dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I went up to the top. That's actually, I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. So 1, 2, 3.
I think I got 7, but I'm just going to roll with that.
Yeah. 7, 8.
Mine are more rectangles, I think.
Yep. And then down here is where you would start to kind of build down that little shape along the edge. And if it's shorter or more, it doesn't matter. You do you. Like that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the top part here, these get significantly bigger and less. So what I would do is these 2 over here on the side. We're going to do
5 there, right?
Yep.
5.
We got 5 here and then 2 on the top. Okay. So right here, and you want to keep them pretty close to the other bit. So I'm going to go right to about here, like halfway to the second one, and then just kind of bring it up. So I'm going to keep looking at this reference because that's what I did. I used a reference.
Yep.
I'm going to kind of curl this up over this way. I love using my own paintings as a reference because it feels less like cheating. Not that using a reference is cheating, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I feel like you can kind of see your own mistakes and improve them. I think it's good.
Yep. And then back in here, 1, 2, 3. So 1. And
I just wanted to point out that I'm wearing my bathing suit, especially for this live.
With the polka dots.
I did that on purpose. Yeah, I got my long sleeve rashi on. I was like, that's cute. I'm going to wear that.
Yes.
I might swim after. Yeah.
This one is just going to come up off the top, kind of like that. And then I just have 2 on the very top. Oops, I just lost my leg.
You just have 2 on the top. Okay.
2 big ones. Yep. Like that. And then this
big ones.
Like that. And there's your shapes.
Mine's a bit wonky, but I think I'll figure it out with the paint.
Yeah. And then if you want, you can kind of sketch in the eye a little bit. The eye is probably going to be here. And they tend to
yeah, let me see your painting of your eye for a sec because I thought it was very cute.
So this one's pretty big.
Yeah, I like how big it is.
I have the eye kind of pointing towards the mouth. Like the little pointed ends of that eye is pointing towards the mouth. And then on this one, I have the same thing. The points are towards the mouth. Like you see how the eye kind of comes into a point a little bit. It's not a perfect circle. I have it pointing.
No, we're getting an echo. Shoot.
Are we? Because I'm not hearing anything. Are you sure it's
Well,
just
I don't
on
think
your
we can
end?
hear it. Well, I'm getting a lot of comments. Can you guys, is there an echo for anyone else? Go out and come back in. Maybe I should go out and come back in.
Maybe. I don't hear
I,
anything.
I don't have anything on, which is a bit of a, I don't even have a microphone on right now. How's that? Is it still echoing for you guys? There's no echo for me, says Mel. Interesting. Well, let me know if that changes. And is it Christine echoing it, or is it me, or is it both of us?
I don't hear any echo at all. So,
Neither do I.
and no one's complained it on mine end at all. So,
Oh, okay.
CJ thinks maybe it's on her side of it. It's the co-stream versus guest. I don't know. Nobody here is hearing the echo or seeing an or not seeing an echo, but okay.
Okay. Well, I can totally guess. I don't care. Like I can come in as your guest.
No, I think we're fine. Are you? If as long as everybody else is cool with it, I'm cool with where we are. Someone
Okay.
said it's a TikTok glitch. Leave and come back in. That's what Erica said.
Okay, I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
I don't even know
While
how,
she's
but I'm going
while
to.
she's gone, she's gonna come back live. Don't worry. I'm gonna just add like right in here these two little noses, like right there. And then how your eye is shaped is really up to you. I don't want to go in super heavy on this though, because when I go over my watercolor, I don't want the pencil to show. Bye. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna erase this a little bit. This is the only thing that's kind of annoying with the cold press is that the pencil kind of stays a little bit more. Now I do this just to kind of get rid of the dark graphite on the page, but you guys can all still see it, yes? Autumn, hi friend. I
Hello.
just erased mine so I could not see it as strong as it was in person.
Oh, great. I'll do that too. Just to let you know, your viewers are set to 18 and over. It just gave me the warning when I came on.
Oh.
They're like, Christine's is set to blah, blah, 18 and over. So just to let you know, no one 18 and younger will be on our live. I don't know if that matters to you, but just let you know that's what the settings have told me to join your live. Anyway, bye-bye.
I have kids on here, so I don't know why it's telling you that, but
Oh, so weird.
I know. See,
Okay.
my one of my students is like, wait, huh? I'm on here. I'm good. So
Weird. Yeah, just give me the warning. They're like, just let you know if you join this live, it's 18 and older. I'm like, okay, whatever. I hope that's not part of the echo, but I'm sure it's fine.
No, CJ, or no, not CJ. It was Erica. Erica said it's the person hearing an echo who should leave and come back in next time. Oh, that's
I
interesting.
didn't hear anything though.
I didn't either. So what she's saying is the people who are hearing an echo are having a problem on their end.
Oh, they should go out. I shouldn't have left.
Yes, you shouldn't
You
have
guys
left.
all need to go out and come back in. I have noticed this morning on a few lives that I watched, and I only watched them briefly. They were all echoey, so I don't know if it's just the day and TikTok's having a echo day. But please go out and come back in if you hear that
Yes.
echo and let me know.
So as far as colors go, really you can do any colors you want. I am going to be doing this it's like kind of a buff titanium yellow color, and then I'm going to switch back and forth between these three. So it's going to be this like green, purple, blue kind of combination. Okay?
Okay,
But I'm
green,
just-
purple, blue.
Yep. But do whatever you want. Like, it really doesn't matter. People can do what they want. I am going to do the yellow for this part underneath. So you see kind of where that is, that buff titanium color.
Yep.
Oh, thanks, Erica. That's where I'm going to really lean in. And then I might add yellow to the top as a bleed as I go through.
Okay,
Is that
and just quickly, what paints are you using today? The buff titanium.
The buff titanium that I am using is one that's not really called buff titanium. It's called golden.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I just described it as buff titanium because I feel like that's the one most people connect with. But
Okay. Yep.
the paints I'm using today are handmade paints. So
Okay. Sweet.
all right. The brushes that I'm using today are Meeden. This is like I've got a bunch of these Meeden blue gradient brushes. They're very nice. And I like them because they come in a lot of different size heads. I'm probably just going to use these small ones today, though. This one is, oh, that's so awesome, Autumn. This one's a size, what is that? I can't even see it. Oh, God. It's a 2, and this one I think is a 1. So between the two, I'm just going to work with those. And then really this is going to be the skin part of the turtle. Like outside of the head, all the inside parts of this turtle are going to be in this buff color. And I'm going to do it for the mouth as well. And then
I'm using yellow ochre, just to let everyone know.
okay.
That's just what I had and what I wanted to do. So I've got a really nice yellow ochre in this palette, so I just kind of vibing with it at the moment.
Yeah, no, that works.
If anyone else has yellow ochre, go for it.
All right, so I just put that in there. And again, I will probably come back and use that again for some of the bleeds as I go through. The head is really going to be more of a green blue color, and the purple is going to be more like darker tones, like near the bottom down here.
Okay.
Okay. Now what you could do is you could paint this whole turtle in one color and then come back and do the top of the shell. I think that's what I'm going to do right now, just so that we can get started with yours as well, because we're already about 15 minutes in and I want to make sure we get to everything. So
you're not individually painting those tiles?
I will be doing it after this layer dries. So I'm just going to go over this in a very watery mix and then add a few like extra splashes of color to define those like segments that I already created. And so this is just super watery. And the goal here is just to get a color down underneath, so it's not the paper in the background that's filling on the in-between of those like, not tiles, but scales. Is that what they're called? Are they called scales?
Tiles. Someone needs to Google that. CJ, are you still here?
I know this because I have turtles, but for whatever reason, they actually like
called tiles.
Like they actually fall off. Like we regularly
find
in a turtle tank. Yep.
Cool. Kind of like gecko skin or whatever.
Yes.
Like a second layer. That's cool. It's cute.
And then I'm just going to do it in all the parts. I'm going to do it in the legs.
So are you leaving a space between that buff titanium and your fin on the bottom or no?
Yes. Yes.
You are. Okay. Great. So
because I did it for this one. So I'm going to try.
Yes, I like that whiteness. Yeah. Okay. Cute.
And this blue is like a mix of like a forest green and some of this buff titanium color. It's like a mix of those two together. Like that's what's kind of in my palette. And it was dirty and I just let it be dirty.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
Okay. Now I just want to make sure I think I want to add a little bit more darkness down here.
And just regarding his eyeball, you went right over. Okay, you didn't leave a white, you went right over for his eye. Okay.
Yeah, no, because I'm going to go back in probably for the eye and add a highlight with some other mixed media.
Okay, I'm going to leave that white because I'm not going to do that. So just everyone, that's why I've got a big gaping eyeball. I just left a big white eyeball there, but he's cute.
And then you can go ahead and just add some. Oh, they're called scoots. See, leave it to CJ. What? He got it.
Yeah, CJ's great for Googling. Awesome. Okay.
All right. So I'm just going to add a few more drops of color into these shells where I think it's going to be darkest. So like maybe in here and here, just so I don't lose where those scoots are. And then I did that, and then this whole thing just went like whoop.
I kind of did that. Yeah, kind of. Oh well.
I need to look at that just a little bit. Okay, and then I'll do it over here too.
So are you saying we're probably going to need our white for this?
I'm
just going to spray mine. Are you using this?
Yep, that's the plan.
Okay, I'm just going to spray it and get it ready because I feel like I'm going to need it. So white gouache also works, people.
Yes, it does. Acrylic white also works as well. It has a
Posca.
Yep, it does have a very different texture than everything else, but it does work.
I just find that this stuff takes a while to activate, this white, bleed-proof white. For me, anyway. Seems to take a while. So we're just gonna
acrylic versus watercolor. So this is all watercolor. And this bleed-proof white is not acrylic. This is actually watercolor. It's just a super concentrated watercolor. I put the bleed-proof white in a fillable touch cup pen. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, like one of those tubey pens. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm going to add just one more little dollop of this color, a little bit stronger. And a couple more sections.
What did I do?
And then I realized I went over that part. That's supposed to be yellow. Oh, well. Oh, well. All right. And I'm going to put in just one more or two more spots, and then we can go ahead and get started on your crab while we wait for it to dry.
Nice.
Hi, Aduma. Okay.
I'd love to know how many people are painting along. It's hard,
That
I
would be
guess,
nice.
with this whole co-hosting thing. I just realized that's why I can't moderate because I can't see your comments. So just to let everyone know, I can't actually see Christine's comments and vice versa,
You can't.
which is kind of annoying.
Everyone's pretty quiet, though. I think they're either watching or maybe painting.
Great.
That's what I'm hoping for. All
Thanks,
right.
Aduma. I feel like my head on my turtle is really small.
That's
Or
okay.
he's kind of like, he's in the distance.
Yeah,
he's, like,
he's turned away.
He's
right.
going that way.
Mine's got this weird, like, I'm looking at him right now, and I'm like, why does his head have a pointy nose? I don't know.
It's cute. He's more of like, those little snap. They have little noses, don't they?
They do,
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Mel is painting along. Thanks, Mel. That's awesome.
Yay.
Fun. It is fun. It is really relaxing. I have to say, I don't do tutorials, and it's quite relaxing to be told what to do. Especially in my morning. It's morning for me, everyone. So it is a very nice way to wake up. And I'm just about halfway done my coffee. That's great.
Okay, so we ready?
We are ready.
All right.
It takes a while to sketch the crab.
That's okay.
And I don't know why I pre-sketched, but maybe I'll sketch it again. But I'm going to just zoom up. So here's the crab vibe that we are going to be doing. Oh, let's zoom out. You can do more of a blue, greeny crab. Same thing with yours. You can pick your colors, or you can do more, rainbow crab, which is a vibe. So I would pick like 3 colors to start if I was you, a blue and green and maybe a yellow, or like a pink and red and a yellow, or we're going to go a bit crazy. If you know me, I like a lot of color.
I do know
But
you. Yeah.
try to get a base of either a base blue or a base orange, I think, if you guys are going to paint along, and pick your color of crab because, you don't have to really, but as you can see, this one's definitely got more of a monotone vibe.
It
and then
looks
this
like he
one's
has cactus legs.
Pardon?
He looks like
Yeah, these are like paddle
legs.
cactuses.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe these are sand crabs. I have eaten them before. There is a system to the legs of these crabs, so let's just start and I'll kind of explain it. I'll just go over my drawing because it's pretty light. So the first thing I do is I paint like a lemon. Or draw like a lemon shape. That's his body. And it's kind of a little angular. You want to kind of get some straighter lines, and then you can point like right at those lemons, if that makes sense. And this is kind of like a flat lay crab. And it's interesting how you said you liked your turtle in 4 shapes, because for me as a pattern designer, I like flat. So that's why I'm doing like a flat lay kind of type crabby.
Yep.
I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So it's important to give a little bit of space above him because he's got these massive pinchers. So his pinchers kind of go out just as much as his body, if that makes sense. So if you guys are drawing something at the bottom, sorry, I should have said that before, to actually leave a lot of room at the top of your crab because he's got huge pinchers. And so they've got 2 sets of legs on the top and 3 sets of legs on the bottom, if anyone likes math. So make sure that your bottom legs start before that lemon point, if that makes sense. And then your top 2 start at the top of that lemon point. And it's very cute if you can leave room for antennas, which I was painting with Aduma the other day. And I painted this one and I didn't leave room for antennas. And I just feel like he's missing something. But she had antennas on hers. It was very cute.
Eyes in a separate spot.
So let's do that because they actually do come off their body, their eyeballs. They fall off a lot. So this is a very key, like if you want to leave that white space, or you can connect them, but When you find crabs, if you are living where crabs are, you'll notice that their eyes actually are, this crab anyway, this sand crab, kind of, they come off their head. So anyway, when you're drawing their arms, you're going out and then in. That's your angle. You're gonna start doing little sections, and I think each crab leg has 4 kind of little rectangles. I think there's 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this one's got 3. 1, 2. The pincher only has 3.
Okay.
So 1, and then his elbow 3, and then the pincher's the largest part of your crab. And they have little teeth on them, which I didn't really draw because I like to do that detail with paint, but if that makes sense to everyone to draw that big pincher on the top. And 1, 2, 3. And then these little legs at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually did look at a reference when I originally drew this. So just drawing little blobs, really little shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Making sure that's turning in on that bottom leg. Are you following this?
Kind
1,
of.
2, 3.
Okay, I just need to go back up to that top pincher. It curls over, right?
Yeah, it goes higher. Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
Okay.
So he's got 4 chunks on the top one. So a little one, and they kind of get bigger. 2, 3, and then the 4th one kind of curves over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they get bigger. So they kind of start with these little sockets almost, right? They're very like, when I draw these crabs, I'm just thinking of skeletons the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of separate bones, and we can even paint them separately if that helps people. It's actually kind of fun to paint each little digit separately. I don't do it all the time, but actually for this live, maybe we shouldn't do that, but it takes more time. But it's actually fun to paint these individually because you get some cool effects.
I feel like that needs to be a bit more squared off.
And then same thing down here, like almost like a little rectangle on each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if anyone's following along. And this one comes out the
There's
furthest.
3 total on each side and the bottom, right?
Yeah. So your crab should have 10 legs. If you're following along. I mean, honestly, you guys, if you just want to do a 3-legged crab, you go for it. And these ones are kind of almost flippers, almost like the turtle. Like they help them actually swim, those bottom ones. So those are really rounded off. Whereas these ones are going to help them.
Right?
These ones help them walk. Yeah.
Crazy. I had no idea. This is so fascinating.
These ones are like quite large pinchers up here. So you can even buff, when I draw these crabs, I think of this top pincher he's quite buff. It's very muscly. These are actually quite large. They're kind of like in a cone shape that attach down to the crab body, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Almost like a little triangle, and they're quite large when they attach on that spot. So go ahead and make them really buff. Look at this one. He's ripped. They're quite large compared to the rest of the 4 legs, is what I'm trying to say. These guys are quite skinny. If you've ever eaten crab, I'm sure you guys have all eaten crab. It's hard to get the meat out of those little skinny legs, but the top pincher, lots of muscle. So if you're eating crab, you know what I'm talking about. So this might help people to
crab
draw.
very much, actually.
I love crab, but I don't eat it very much because it's expensive.
Yeah.
But I do prefer it over lobster. I think it's pretty yummy. Actually, you can get 3 crabs here for $10 at the market. So it's just what I'm going to go do after we get off this live.
All right. I need to see those side ones again. Let me see. Oh, there we go.
So let's zoom in
The
here.
bigger version of this one. Is that right?
Yeah. And they kind of go out like a spider. So they always start with that little digit that connects to the body. 1, 2, 3, 4. That monster.
Erica says he's jacked up. He is.
He's jacked up. Yeah, he's had a lot of mussels or shellfish this morning. Whatever they eat.
Okay.
I actually think crabs.
Is this
There we
okay?
go.
Yes? No?
That was looking good. Yep. The only thing I would say is your outside bottom leg should be pointy. Almost like there's tippy-toeing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They're kind of more like little points. And we're going to get in there with some details on the paint of little hair. They have hair all over crabs, which is the funnest part to paint.
Okay.
All their little fur.
Okay.
But honestly, we're painting loose this morning, guys. This is not total hyper realism. Oh, I love your antennas and your pinchers. Very cute.
Yes.
So the only thing I could say, when you're choosing your colors for your crab, if you're going to do Just do an alternate color for your pinchers just because it's cute. So if you want to do your crab green or blue or orange, whatever, but just try to pick like a standout color for your pinchers just because they generally are a different color, whether there's a blue crab with pink pinchers or a yellow crab with blue pinchers. Let's just like keep that in mind for, I mean, you can do whatever you want, people, but it is a little bit more fun if their pinchers really stand out and they're a different color than your arms.
I feel like my body is not big enough, but that's okay. I'm going to work with it.
You got kind of a lemon size, lemon shape.
Yeah, I mean, I think
your bottom paddle legs could be a bit chunkier. Last paddle, think of that as like a circle.
This one here?
The very last one.
Okay.
Yeah, more of a circle. Like that's your fin, you know?
Yeah.
That's a bigger shape. Like if you look at these.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Yeah. These actually only have 3. I added an extra one. These ones for the 4 for the little socket. You could do 3 or 4, depending how detailed you want to get. I just love this crab. Aduma's like, can you teach me how to do a crab? And so I just did this for her, but it's total. I didn't even sketch it. So you can tell it's a little wonky. Anyway.
Like that?
Yeah. Yeah. Just make your bottom one the biggest one, the biggest paddle.
Okay.
You're starting small. You're going, you go out and then in, right?
Yep.
So focus on that angle. I've got 4 on mine. So it's kind of like an elbow. I'm going to just make sure that bottom one is the biggest one because that's really your flipper.
Yes.
That's where he's pushing the water.
Yes. Oh, it's like an elbow. Shoot.
An elbow, sorry.
No.
This takes a long time to sketch. Actually, I could have done a separate live on just how to sketch a crab. I'm probably doing it too fast for everyone, but also like it's going to look great no matter what, even if you only have 3 shapes or 4 shapes, as long as you kind of have that elbow angle of going out and in on the bottom and then out and then in on the top reverse. You know, you kind of got your crab shape. If you can just kind of make sure that you have this V. This V is pretty important.
Okay.
Because it just separates those 2 legs. Yeah. Okay. And generally he's walking on these 3 back legs and then these ones are up. But anyway, this is more of a flat leg crab we're doing this morning. So
okay.
No stress.
No stress.
I think we should also kind of like stick to greens and blues and then maybe either pink or orange claws. But everyone can do whatever you want. Okay. Hey, Giuda. Okay. So I think erase some of your erase lines. Erase some of your pencil lines so it's not so dark. Although I am going to be painting kind of a darker crab this morning. I've just decided I'm going to do blue and green because I think it'll be cute to match the turtle.
Yes.
Little turtle.
Yes.
So my darkest blue I'm going to be using is indigo. And I think I'm going to start with like a cobalt or an ultramarine blue as my mid-tone. And then I'm going to add in a turquoise. Oh, you've started. Here she goes, people. She started.
I'm just going.
So lots of water. Lots of water. And start with a light blue and just fill in that lemon shape to start.
And did you tell me, are you using your Phoenix paints? Like what paints are you using?
I am using Phoenix, but I also have a slew of Winsor Newton off to my side. Okay. And this is my quill brush.
Now, I'm just going to same tone for the legs as well, just not the clippers, right?
Just not the pinchers. Yeah, not the pinchers. But let's just focus on this middle section for a second because while it's wet on wet, what I like to do is grab a little bit darker of a blue and kind of like your seahorse last week. Yeah. I like adding those C curves kind of around the edge of the top of our crab. You know what I mean? So you're kind of bleeding in, you're adding these C curves and you're doing that while it's still wet with like, you could either use the same blue as you used. I'm using a little bit darker or just more pigment. And that I just really like adding that texture of the top of the crab while it's wet. So I would do that first. And you can even kind of spike these out a bit. It's actually quite cute when you spike these ends out of the lemon. And then I want to get really fun with our colors in here. So I'm going to go for this. I've got this like seafoam color from Kurtaki. So I would grab like you already kind of started with turquoise. But yeah, I just kind of want to get in here with a lot of color and start doing that wet on wet.
You only do this on the top of the lemon, right? Do you do it over here too?
I do it just on the top. Yep, just on the top of the lemon.
Do you do it under the legs over on the side or no? Like over here?
Yep, I went all the way to the point of the lemon.
Okay.
Yeah, just the top, and that's
Yeah.
kind of anatomically correct. I've looked at quite a lot of crabs. This bottom, they don't really have it. And again, just like popping in a little bit more pigment.
Okay.
And I'm going to start just grabbing some really dark pigment and adding some dots to him while he's still wet. This is a pretty important part, is to kind of just focus on the center while it's still wet. And what I've been loving, and if anyone wants to do this with me, is just grabbing a little corner of some paper towel. If anyone has paper towel there. And I just kind of like putting some highlights, some little texture in on. I'm going to just pick that right side. Just because cute, you know?
Yep.
Anyone sees that, what I just did? I just put a highlight in with my paper towel because I love that texture. And look how bleedy he is. I'm using a lot of water. I can even roll around some of that water if anyone's watching me. See how cool? We want
Yes.
a lot of wet on wet on these crabs. Crabs are kind of like camouflage. They like to camouflage into the space that they live. So you can get like a sand crab that's almost like sand colored. So he's very like ocean looking, very beach like, because he wants to blend in for predators. You know, those seagulls, those nasty seagulls.
Yeah, the spikes are
Okay.
really cool. Erica's like, I love the spikes. I think the spikes at the
Yes.
top are so fun.
They're so fun. And right away, if we can do the eyeballs right now. So what I've been doing is picking an in-between of those spikes and putting my eyeball right there. And I'm just going to use black. And you can put a highlight in there, or you can leave a little highlight if you want. But I just kind of pick in between one of those spikes and I kind of sit him in, but I leave that white space in between the body and Mr. Eyeball, because look how cute.
Very cute.
I like to leave a white space just because I don't trust my bleed-proof white, but can always go back in with a mixed media and add that after. And because I'm feeling crazy, I want to add bright yellow into him, or orange. Just a little bit, just for some cool variety while he's still wet. This middle section is the section where you're going to spend your most time. So we spend a lot of time wet on wet. And I just want to kind of add, kind of on that highlight side, it's a bright yellow or a bright orange, whatever you guys want to do.
You and I leaned in the same way. I think partially because these are the colors I'd already picked for my...
Yes, and I kind of trying to match the turtle a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cute to matchy. So now we can kind of let that sit, and we can come in there with some details later. And if we had more time, and if you guys, I mean, I'm not in a huge rush, but if you guys want to, it is kind of fun, and I'll do it on one leg, to individually actually paint these legs.
Yes.
Because you kind of get, and try not to totally touch it, you kind of get their own little mixture going, and you can paint them individually, or you can just kind of do the whole thing.
Now, do you
bleed. I like pulling this. See how I just pulled out that pigment from my shell?
Yeah.
That's also kind of a vibe. It's just, if you're going fast and you want to go loose, just pull the pigment out from the center of his back. And same with here. I'm going to pull it right out from the center. I'm not even going to add more paint. I'm just pulling my paint down my leg and filling in those drawings. See, because that's kind of cool. Look, that's like a yellowy. Same here. Let's just pull it. Today, maybe we'll do a faster tutorial.
I think this is faster anyways, to just pull it.
Oh, it's way faster.
Yeah.
It's just kind of, we can do that some other time too. It's really fun to kind of individual, you know, when you do those stone drawings, maybe not the circles. The circles, let's not pull. We're just going to individually. But I have not picked up more paint. I'm stealing paint from my current crab, which I think adds to great cohesiveness. And then we can always add more in. I'll show you. So don't even grab more paint. Let's just pull paint from that crab. And now when we want to actually detail up some of these legs, we can grab a darker blue or a darker green and just pop a little bit underneath where those little segments are. Is this making sense?
Yep. This is dried so quickly for me that I don't have a ton of paint left in there. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's not a you problem. That's a me problem.
And you're on Bao Hong, right? Yeah. Oh my God, I love the blue that you've chosen. That's great.
Yeah, it's great.
So same thing, I'm just kind of popping in a little pigment to segment out these legs because we're painting a loose little guy today. And we don't have to be too precious about it. What I will say is while this is still wet, grab your liner brush and start giving him some little hairs on his legs, on the bottom segment of his legs. Just gonna zoom in a little bit. You guys can see what I'm doing. And you can either grab more paint or just pull that paint off his leg. And look at how cute these little hairs are.
Are you doing it on all of the legs?
Just his bottom segments of his bottom legs for now. I am going to add them up there, but we're not there yet. See?
Okay, I got it.
Just on this little bottom, on this bottom part of the leg, on his last digit. Crabs are a little complicated. They're yeah, they take a little bit longer. And if you feel like you want to go crazy in here, which I generally do, I'm generally the crazy, add some orange, a couple little dots, just a few, if it's still wet for you. We're doing wet on wet. Kind of cute.
It is cute. I'm going in and adding a brighter turquoise color, I think.
Yeah, or whatever color you want, little surprise colors. So let's get going on our top legs. Actually, what I think we should do is pick our pincher color. So I am going to do orange for my pinchers. And let's just do those pinchers separately for now, because we're going to pull that color. So lots of pigment on my paintbrush right now, lots of orange. And I'm just quickly following my sketch, going around, not being too precious. And then you can kind of pull these little teeth down. Are they teeth? What are they called on the pinchers?
I don't know.
The grips. The little grips. They kind of look like wrenches.
They do.
And I'm just pulling them down. And here I'm going to start pulling in that green, and I'm going to want that to bleed for me. So I'm going to pull in a green, and I'm going to kiss that orange because I kind of want that to pull down just like that. Did anyone see that? I hope you did.
Yeah.
We want that to bleed, that orange, into that bottom little arm, just like so. And my little spikes were not dry, so I kind of just muddled those spikes there, but that's okay. I'm going to try to do better over here. It's just kind of fun to have a different colored pincher. Mm-hmm. And if you went a bit heavy on your pigment, which I feel like I did, I am, again, going to use my paper towel because I'm just loving paper towel for texture on sea creatures right now. And you can just add a little bit of texture with your paper towel, pop off some of that pigment. No stress. Then again, let's climb up our little arm here in that blue. How's your turtle? Is he dry?
Yeah, I think it's dry.
We could flip back to turtle.
Is yours dry?
Yeah, my turtle's dry. I'm just going to quickly put that final blue onto that last arm, and then we can kind of let them dry.
Okay.
And then we can come back and detail Mr. Krabby.
Okay. Did you do the bottom? Did you do the cactus flippers?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Okay.
I pulled everything from my base of my crab. I worked pretty fast there.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. And I actually did a little bit of that. I even want to do these a little bit bigger. If you feel like your drawing is like a little meek little crab, little wimpy crab, you can always make your legs a little bit fatter. Cute.
This is so fun.
Oh, Beachy Beach. You guys are really fast. Yes. I could try to slow this down. We're kind of painting two at once, but Christine's going to post this tutorial on YouTube.
Yep.
And maybe I'll try to do the same. Maybe I can try to figure that out.
Yeah, it's not difficult. It's not terribly difficult. You'll be okay.
Okay. Yeah, and if this is looking pretty still wet for people, we can go and move back to our turtle. And then we can come add some details into Mr. Crab after. Oh, I love your little fur on his feet. That's so cute.
Yep. Super cute.
Super cute.
I'm just going to say it. These look like balls.
Oh.
Like they're crab balls. I'm just going to say
crab balls.
Yep.
I feel like you need more elbow. You need more elbow.
I know.
Maybe you should put one little pointy one in between your big ones.
What do you mean?
Off to the side.
What do you mean?
Put a little ball in between your big balls off to the side, to the left, you know? So, yeah, right there. So it creates an elbow shape. That's what I would do.
Does that
yeah, that looks way better. Because they go out and then in, right? I think that looks way better.
Okay. I'll take
Not
your
so bull-like.
not so much like testicles.
We are not painting crab bowls today. I'm gonna come in here and just add some more texture with my paper towel. You guys don't have to do that. I just like doing that.
I just keep adding more like darker pigments to those
Yes.
intersections. Like it's
And
not
even
completely
underneath.
dry yet. And down in here too, like underneath at the bottom of the shell, just to give it some
Yep. Give it a
shadow.
little bit of shadow. Yeah, and we can also do that on our second layer, but if you guys still have that wet on wet, go ahead and add that darker tone kind of just to the edge of the shell.
Yep,
And
Nicole agrees with me. They are balls. They
oh my
are.
God.
Maybe it's just mine. I mean, it could just be mine. Mine don't
You do
look
have
like-
some big balls on yours for sure. Big balls.
Yep.
What YouTube channel will this tutorial be? We'll put it on both. I'll figure that out. I
Yeah.
do have a YouTube channel. It's just not as active, but I can post it today.
Yep.
I can do that for you.
That. I don't know what I want to add to it. Maybe.
And did you guys get any furs up on these top claws too?
I did. Yes.
Okay. There are not just on that top segment, these little furs. Ooh, I'm loving this green.
Okay.
Let's just add a little bit more polka dots.
I was not going to add orange, and then I added it to the claws, and then I felt like I had to add it to him too.
Totally. So those little details, I kind of like made my claws those little fun.
Yep. Yeah.
Surprise
just a little
details.
bit of peach makes a lot of difference.
Yeah. And with the blue, it's just a vibe.
It is.
It's amazing. Just a little bit of that orange. Again, like we can add some details once it's dried on our second layer because we're going to freckle it up. Like, look at this guy. We're going to freckle the heck out of him. Look at. Oh my God.
We're gonna
Just
freckle
love
the
him.
heck
I
out
even
of him.
uses that bleed proof wipe on this one. I love that white
Yes.
in there.
No, that's
But
fun.
yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna do that after.
Are we gonna turtle it up now?
Let's turtle it up. So
Okay.
if everyone's happy with their crab, Aduma, are you painting crabs? Aduma's had a bit of practice on her crab. Just curious. Ooh, I like how my turtle's turning out. He dried better than I liked him before.
Oh, he did great.
Yeah, he's cute.
He is.
I'm excited to add to him. So crabby, move it along.
Okay, so generally what I'm going to do is you want to have like wrinkles because of where his skin is. Like this is all soft in here. Like the shell is hard. Obviously his head and his fins are soft, but the softest part of the sea turtle is kind of this spot right here. Like right where I don't think I'm showing you right crap. Okay, right where the neck and the legs connect. Like it's a very tender spot in there.
Okay.
Everything else, like right here, this is the shell. So if I just go over this, like in that darker gold color and create kind of like the Ninja Turtle shell, you just do two like little, I'm not showing this properly. I need to like change my
Yeah,
view.
your angle's a bit. Oh, there we go. Yep.
So do you see how I
Okay.
put like those two pieces in? That's the bottom shell, but this is going to be a wrinkly part. So we're going to try and do some line work in there to show that there are wrinkles, kind of like what I did in here, like along the neck. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to definitely do that. So if you want to add a little bit more tone in there, you can. But now you can really start working on the shells if you'd like. So you can pick a color that goes with what you've already been working with. I generally go darker on this, but you could go lighter. I think that the darker is kind of a vibe, and then you've got the little light background. But
Yeah, I love that.
you can also, as you make this wet again, because you're not going to repaint everything, you're going to want to like think about splattering or dropping color in here as you go through and do these parts. So if you sketched, you should have a bunch of segments right around the outside, just like right here. So we're going to try and redo that, and then we're going to paint in these. Notice that I put a darker tone at the base of the shell, and it lightened up as it gets to the top. So that's what I'm going to kind of do here as well. So I'm going to go in with not a super pigmented tone, more like a mid-tone, and I'm just going to start working on the outside of the shell here. So you
Can't see your camera. Can't see your hand.
Oh, sorry.
You're at a screen. You're at a screen. Okay, there we go. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go down like these and just make those segments. Now this segment should go right up to the top like it's connecting. And then all of the other segments can be weird and wonky little square shapes. They don't have to be the perfect size. They're all kind of a little different. So like, see how this one's a little bit of a shorter one and this one's a bit of a wider one? You can play
love it.
both sizes all the way around.
Cute.
And the goal is to leave a little strip of white in between each of these segments. It's like painting bricks. If you've done like brick painting for like some sort of architectural piece, it's kind of like that. Like you could go in with just a square brush and do some brick strokes all the way through if you would like. And just
I
let
feel
the
like I
brush
went too
do it.
dark.
I think the bottom is going to be the darkest part anyways. It's going to be the top that's going to be the lightest. So don't worry
Okay.
about it if you think it's too dark on the bottom.
All right. Yeah, I went a little dark on my pigment there.
And usually what I do here is I do a corner of the line segment or the little box,
Yep.
and then I add water. So like in here, I do the corner, and then I'll go back in from the top and I'll just add water and let it kind of spread on its own.
Nice.
And then I'll go back in and add more pigment. Like I'm going to add a little bit of purple in there.
Purple?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
That's what I've been using. I've been using like a purpley blue color for the darker
Okay.
tones.
Kind of lost my drawing, but oh well, I think I got it.
And once you get that pigment down, you can just drag the color with water. So that's why I just do one side of that. Obviously, water control could be an issue here because you could puddle like I just did. But you can just lift
See?
that.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And this will fade. So don't worry about it being too dark right away. Like if it's dark right now, it could still fade. You might want to come back and do another layer anyway. And I'm just going to color in this a little bit. Or if it comes in too dark or you drop too much pigment down, you can always lift with your brush.
It's definitely more methodical than the crab. I'm like, okay.
Yep. You have to do
Counting my tiles.
Yep.
Yep. And the crab, I was a bit loose. Now you're in my hands, like focus.
Yep. This is definitely a bit more structured.
Yeah. Which is fun. It's fun to do both.
Now, the funny part about the fins is that they have some of this tile work, but they have a lot of LG too. So you can do both tiles and LG on the fins in the front and the back. So you can kind of like, you see how like right here, I started to do kind of those tiles or scoots as it were. And then up here, I put a little bit more on this side and then just dropped loose. So my suggestion is you're going to go in and put some tiles where you want them to be. And
on
then,
the fin.
Yep, on the fin where you want it to be. So maybe some near like where the fin is close to the body. And then even over here on the edge. Like right here, I put some here, and then I put some like brick shapes maybe up here. So like in this section. And even just going right in the middle and adding like a little brick shape like that.
Okay. Oh, I'm scared. Only because it's so light. But like, are you blending or are you just letting it sit on top?
I'm just going to let it sit for now. I'm going to come over and glaze it in a minute. And when I glaze it, I'm going to add drops of color to give it the freckly look.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that with the toes as well, or the toe fins, whatever we want to call them. But I'm going to do them more closely to the body than at the fin, at the end of the fin part. But again, just kind of go loosely, add a few scale looking shapes, a few bricks, as it were.
I went and added pink to my fin, so he's a little bit wet right now.
That's okay. Here, and I want to make sure this is a little bit darker than the rest, so I'm just adding a bit more pigment there. And then the head has it too. So the head here has the yellow, but the head has a couple of those little bricks. And then when we glaze, we'll drop some color on top.
Okay. And what size of brush are you using right now? Just
This one's a
curious
size
of your
3.
detail.
It's a 3.
3, okay.
And then you can go in on the head, and if you want, you can make a few spots.
I'm spotting.
And then if you want, you can make some spots in the fins.
Yeah, I'm going crazy now. There we go.
And then don't forget where you put your eye if you sketched it in. I realized I completely painted over the bottom mouth part that I initially intended to put in yellow. So I'm going to put that back in.
Oh, he's so cute.
Isn't he?
Yeah, he's adorable.
He is so cute.
Adorable.
And then you can go back in and play with those tiles a little bit again while you're waiting for those fins to dry. The other thing you can be doing is adding in some of that detail. So like on this one especially, I think you can probably see it best. Do you see where that fin is connected to the inside of the body? You want to create those like little curvy lines around the top of that fin and also under the neck.
Oh yeah, under the neck.
So I would just pick, you can pick this same color that you used for the skin part, or you can go in with green or like a light, like maybe a blue, like maybe mixing your green and your yellow together if that's what you did for your 2 different colors, or your blue and your yellow. So like this is pretty dry.
I used a turquoise, but I kind of feel like I should have painted him bigger. Oh well. I know he's paint another one.
And then in here is where I would put maybe some red in there. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go in and start glazing over these fins. So I'm just going to add some water over the fins. And I'm going to just kind of rub it real lightly over the top. And then I'm going to grab some color and throw it in as little dots.
Were those tiles dry when you did that?
Not super dry, no.
Okay, well, mine are very wet. I'm just wondering if I'm going to make a puddle.
Maybe lift a little bit if you can.
Yeah, okay.
Or wait and go back up and play with your tiles a little bit more.
I already did it.
Okay.
Too impatient. Oh well. It's okay. I think it's, yeah, maybe it was a bit wet. It's okay. I think the yellow is a very important piece for this turtle. I almost feel like mine's too thick here. Like I didn't scoop it up the way you scooped it. I almost want to make his leg bigger.
I worry that my leg is a little too close to the body, but whatever. I'm not going to worry about it too much.
I think I just need to proportionally make a bigger fin. There we go.
All right. I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to add some more color to these tiles. Generally, I'm going to, or scoots as it were, I'm just going to add it here, just these little corners. And then I'm going to spread that out with water. So in the corners, I add.
Is your turtle sleeping? Did you do a sleeping eye?
Nope, that is going to be just
a shadow. It looks cute.
I know. No, it's just a shadow.
Okay, I love it.
I'm just spreading this around the corners, and generally I leave the middle of these little scoots as transparent as possible so I can put some drop of yellow in there.
Right. Good call. I'm going to drop yellow.
How are we doing time for you is the question.
I feel like I've let it go.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, there's so much to do more on the crab, so it's not really a big deal. It was only like if I could, I'd go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right.
Probably have
I'll definitely
20 minutes
on those feet. I definitely glazed too soon. I'm gonna dry.
So did I. I lost my tiles, so I'm a little bit mad that I did that because I knew it was still wet, but I kind of lost my.
How about we leave it? Let's leave it and come back to your crab because I think most of my crab is dry.
Oh, cool.
Does that work for you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that turtle So just let everyone know, this is something I always do, because if you don't have a heat gun, it's really fun to work, especially if you're doing a series, to work on 2 paintings at once. Not everyone likes to do that. That's just what I like to do, but it does kind of work for drying time if you're doing kind of 2 smaller items.
It does.
So we're flipping back and forth if everyone's kind of a bit confused, but what the heck's going on there? Okay, we're gonna start freckling Mr. Crab. It's like the most fun. You could freckle with mixed media. You could do pens, you could do crayon, you could start bringing in your oil pastels if you wanted to. I'm going to use some white of my bleed proof white in here, but first of all, I'm going to use watercolor. And so we're just going to grab a darker blue. I'm just going to freckle along the left side pretty heavily, and just kind of in a little C curve kind of freckle. Oh, mine's still a little bit wet, but you know what? I'm okay with it. Mine's still a bit wet. That's shocking.
I always like to do detailed watercolor first and then come back and add the mixed media, because I think there is this authentic bit of detail underneath the detail that I add. So
yeah. And also, if there is a little spots that are still a bit wet, you can get some pretty cute bleeds that aren't going to go crazy. This is all about learning water control.
yeah,
and then I'm going to start.
Actually, someone actually asked a question about water control. So Ward asked, any advice on learning watercolor for the bleeds, like the water control piece? And I think some of that just comes with practice, right? Like you learn based on the tools that you have, because the tools that you have are going to be work differently. So like here, this kind of has a bleed going on here that where's a line of where it dried. So I just take some water on the outside edge and then spread it out so that the line doesn't exist as much as it did before. It's still going to be there a little bit, but maybe not as much as it was before. I think you just need to get used to the paper that you're working with and the brushes that you have, and just kind of figure out what works best for you. I don't think there's just a one solution for everything. I think you just got to work through it and spend the time trying to figure out what works best for you. I'm looking at my crab right now. Look at this one's got like a weird muscly here, and this one's got a smaller muscle.
Like, actually, that's pretty cool, because some crabs have that big arm. I think those are those the Alaskan king crab, where they have that huge one arm pincher, and then they have a little one. It's pretty cute. I think the wonkier your crabs are today, people, the better.
Okay.
I think it's very cute. It's very whimsical. It doesn't have to, we're not doing, full realistic. And I was just going to say, with that water control piece, that might actually be a good tutorial.
Yeah.
Is to do a whole, just some water drills with water control. But in general, when you're doing that second layer of detailing, I want everything to be at least like 80% dry. I'm okay with it bleeding a little bit, but as you can see right here, this was pretty wet still. So all my details, it just bled, which kind of is great for loose watercolor painting. But then these ones up here, that was fully dry and I got way more detail. So you kind of just learn that with your paper and your paints. But
I mean, sometimes it requires more patience, right? So like up here, it was definitely drier. So when I put the paint down and it looked more like this, I needed to spread it out a little bit. So generally what I do is I just add a little bit of water to my brush. I go around to where I had things. Like even here, I go around and I just tickle the outside of the paint just a little bit to make it bleed, like here. And then it just kind of spreads out a little bit.
Cute.
Now, does it matter if you do heavy on one side or not heavy on the other when it comes to your little detail bits?
Well, I was kind of throwing my highlight here on the right, which I wiped. So I'm doing a little bit more details on my left in kind of like a C-curve shape. But at the same time, all details are fun. And this is a flat lay crab, so he can be kind of whatever. But I am kind of using that left side just because that's where most of my water pigment pooled. These paddle legs, they also have some fur on them, and they even have some spikes. So this elbow has like some spikes on it. If you guys want to add spikes, you don't have to. I just like it. So you can just pull in like a darker pigment and start adding those C curves along that. See how that little spiky, I'm going to zoom in. These little spikes on this bottom paddle. Look how cute.
Does it go on just that one or all of them?
Just that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Or just, your top one here. So this one's way smaller, but I'm going to add them in anyway. And you can do that wet on wet, or mine are still a little bit wet, or you can even do that dry because it is a separate part. And then we can even start pulling a bit more. They do have a lot of fur on these paddles. Just cute little fur on the outside of these paddles. Just little lines, just go around. There's no really wrong amount of fur you can add. I don't even know if they're called fur, but look how cute they are once you start adding these little details.
Oh, I'm sure they have some very specific name that's not as fun as fur.
Yeah, totally.
Now, is the fur on just the second one down? What about the bottom one?
The bottom one, I've not seen fur on my reference. That's a full-on fin in my mind.
Yeah, so I am currently working on Bauhong paper. And Chelsea, are you working on that Canson paper?
No, I'm on Meeden today.
Okay.
Yep, I'm on Meeden rough. So it's actually pretty rough. Pretty rough in Meeden rough. So look how textured
yeah,
and
you can
toothy
see
my
it.
turtle is.
I love
Which
the
is why I
colors
kind of
you
wish I
chose.
had painted the turtle a bit bigger, but oh well. It is pretty fun with the textures. This though,
The colors are great.
just saying, this is Canson paper. So I kind of been showing people on my lives lately that you can still do pretty fun illustration with, student grade paper. This is pretty fun. It does bleed. This is just 140-pound cold press Canson on this one.
Cool.
But yeah, I actually feel like this turned out pretty good actually for Canson. Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna add some white dots into my crab just because he got a little bit muddy. So if anyone wants to use a Posca pen or a gel pen or a white gouache or whatever, I'm just gonna add a few little white areas.
Why are we doing the as far as like the freckles and stuff? Is that just on the center of the crab, or does it also go up the little legs?
You can freckle your life away. I like just kind of keeping it on the center of my crab.
Okay.
Oh, there's a turkey in my yard. But, this guy that I did, he had freckles. I had freckles going all down him. So kind of how much time you have. See? I had a lot of freckles on this one. Right now, if we're like on a time thing, I'm just trying to like do my center. But I actually kind of like them crawling up the arms and legs. Look how cute.
Yep.
Especially if you've done kind of a lighter blue and you have that room, which are these ones, I could definitely freckle on some of these. And don't forget your antennas, people. I'm going to do like a mid-tone antenna, like a turquoisey antenna, just because I think it's fun. And they're pretty long, actually. Leave a bit of space between your pinchers. Don't do what I just did and almost touch my pincher. And then up here on this pincher, I'm going to throw a piece of yellow on the top just to kind of give it a little bit of a highlight color. You can do the same if you did pink pinchers. You could use a yellow or a brighter pink. I'm just kind of making a C curve, making it kind of, and I'm going to blend that back in. I'm going to reactivate that orange just because I want more of a rounder pincher here. They're pretty chunky, those pinchers. And this is a little bit meek, I'm noticing. So I'm going to give that a bit more love and add that yellow. Or whatever color you want. And a little bit more detail in between the segments of these crabs with more pigment. It's really however much you want, but there should be some shadow in between these little segments of the crab. Is anyone painting along this crab with us? I'm just curious because it is quite, it's quite detailed.
It is, but it's so fun.
It is fun.
Hi,
and I am going to pull.
You're back. Sorry, one of my little hanger outer kiddos is back, so she just wanted you to know. Yes.
I am gonna now put some of those orange freckles just to match some of these pinchers, like just down the crab arms, just because I feel like it's cute. So I'm pulling that orange pigment down my big crabby arms on that side.
I'm just putting my little peachy everywhere.
Yeah, do it everywhere. It's fun.
Yep.
We're here for fun. You do you, whatever you think that crab needs. And you can even darken up some of these pinchers with like a little red, like these little teeth, Add some little red teeth just for some variety in there. A little bit of shadow with red. Or another contrast color if you're using pink, use a dark pink. Just to kind of make those stand out. Because look how cute they are.
I'm going to dry this
and
do some mixed media over him.
Yeah, cool. Do it.
Erica, practice makes it look easy, and Chelsea is brilliant with the super loose, fun kind of things for sure.
Thank you. It is fun. And even I pulled that orange into some detail on these lower legs. Like I'm just touching that orange under here because look how fun.
Okay, hold
And
on.
right in here.
Hold on. What? Okay, my daughter has to share something with me. I'm not sure what it is, but
Oh, cool. Is she doing crabs?
no, she's not. I'm like, dude, I'm in the middle of a live. What's going on? I know they went biking with my husband, but I'm not sure. They're really dragging out this weight too. She's like, "Can I
Oh,
give you
that's
something
cool,
to
Beachy
share
Beach.
you?" And I'm like, okay. And now she's not here, so I'm like, where is she? Can we move along here, friends? What is happening? Nope, nothing. She's not giving me anything. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, okay. So I know you're about to add mixed media, and if you guys do want to do mixed media, go for it. I'm gonna just like put really dark pigment of orange, and I'm just kind of detailing. See how I'm just knocking a little C curves in between these segments, and I'm using orange because I'm love color, and you can use that fun pincher color as even a shadow, and even add a bit more of this little fur. Look how cute!
It's so cute. I love it. I'm gonna use
I
these.
love the orange.
I'm gonna use
Cute.
my crayons. So, and for those of you
I'm
who
gonna
don't know what these are water soluble. So if I added water to them over the top of this, it would just blend in with everything. So I just like adding this because it creates a pop on top of the watercolor. And you're doing that kind of with your own paint,
I'm
but
doing it with really high pigment paint. Yeah.
yeah,
Which
this is
almost
like
looks like
already,
gouache.
yeah, this is already starting. It looks cool, but it's already starting to lose some of the pop that it got when the
Yep.
color went down. So I
Yep.
just go in and I scribbly
Yep.
dibbly.
And you can also do that. I mean, go ahead and grab your mixed media stuff. Sometimes this is still wet for me, but what I like to do as well is just add some dry brushing across his back.
Oh
And I'll do
yeah.
that for you once. This is just very wet, so I'm having a hard time getting in there, but you can add all kinds of texture. Anything you want, even a little bit of gold, a little bit of shimmer would be fun.
Yep.
Gel pens are fun. I'm actually about to pull out my gold gel pens because I've missed them since Christmas. I'm not doing that on this
Aw.
today's live, but it's for something else. But yeah, you can do whatever you want on top. I again am just struggling because I'm in a very humid climate and it is taking forever to dry. But that also is fun from wet on wet. But look how cute!
They're so cute.
Yeah. Oh, I love your yellow. That's so cute.
Yeah.
These are fun. We're here to have fun. The crabs are not supposed to be hyper realistic. You know, they're just kind of supposed to make you happy.
I did get a anatomy lesson though. I feel like I know more about crabs
Yes.
now because of this. So
Well, and here's the other thing. There's so many different types of crabs. There's this one that I did the other day. I actually don't know where he is, but all of his legs are on the bottom.
oh
And then he only has his pinchers. And I think he's more of like a sea crab because he doesn't really walk. He's more of a swimmer. He's cute. Well, we could do that
yeah.
later, but he's a different type of crab. He's more circle. He's more of a circle
Yes.
shape.
Yes.
But I love the lemon shape and I kind of love the spikes. They're just really fun.
Yeah, I love the
Um,
eyes and the pinchers.
yes. And you can even pull out this, see here, you can pull out this little spike more and just create a little bit more of a spiky, crusty vibe. I don't know if anyone saw that, but I just pulled these lemons out a lot on the corner just to separate.
Oh, interesting.
It's kind of fun. Yeah, they
Yeah.
have that kind of spiky shape right there. There's a big spike right there. In fact, some photos I've seen, they have a really, really almost like dangerous spike coming off the sides.
Oh, that's
That's
interesting.
cool, Beachy Beach. That's all good. We will post the tutorial. And
Hi,
you can
Tree. Thanks, Erica. Hello, Alexis. I see you.
Oh, Alexis is in the house.
She is here.
Mm. I'm just caffeinating and I love it.
I am too,
Yeah.
and I shouldn't be because it's 8:14 at night.
You are caffeinating?
Yeah, I drink tea at night and it's caffeinated.
Oh,
So
right.
whatever. Okay.
Whatevs. You do you.
Yeah.
It's summer.
It's summer. It really does not matter. That is for sure. Okay.
I'm gonna
A
add a little
bit
bit
more
more
blue on the
black.
bottom just to give it a bit more shadow down here. And then I think,
Yeah.
are you ready to finish up the turtle after this?
I am ready to turtle. Yeah, I'm just gonna darken some of these. This is still wet. It's crazy. But yes. Keep in mind that everything is always going to dry a little bit lighter. So if you're feeling like, hey, I just added a ton of pigment down there, why is it looking like that? Well, that's why. It's not your fault. It's not your paper's fault. That's what watercolor does. So that's
Yep.
also the fun of it, is you can just keep adding details until your desired pigment,
Okay, so I
which
have
is
to
so
share with
fun.
you. I have to share with you. Wait, I'm using the phrase "I'm ready to turtle henceforth."
Oh my God.
That's Alexis.
I'm ready to
Alexis,
turtle. I'm ready to
I had to mod that because TikTok was like, I don't know if that's inappropriate or not.
I think turtle balls was more inappropriate than what you just said.
Maybe, maybe. Okay, so I
I
added
was,
some blue to those claws, and it's my favorite part. Do you see
yeah,
it?
so cute. Yep.
Yes. How it just kind of crawls up.
Love it.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I just added a bit more pigment into my eyeballs. I really want them to pop out. And then
I
I
need
added
to
a
add
bit of
some
black.
bluetooth light. I need to add some of that. Not too much though. They're pretty good on their own.
Adding a little bit more. Just defining some of our little shapes here with a really pigmented orange there.
I love that you told me that their eyeballs fall off sometimes. That is
They
hilarious.
do. They fall right off. Like sometimes when you're buying them, you're like, oh, he lost his eye. And there's just this little like sheath of a crust where his eyeball was.
It's hilarious. It's so funny.
Yeah. They're really bulbous. Yeah. Which is probably why I love them.
Yes. Yes.
Look how cute.
It's so cute. You just have like this mossy green red vibe, which is really cool.
Yeah, and I think that just came from the yellow.
Yeah.
You know, that yellow blue mix while it was wet. I'm going to add some more freckles. Why not? Let's do it.
Do it, do it.
You can kind of keep going with these, and I think go for it. I think it's the more on these crabs. I just feel like they're going to a party. They want to go to fiesta. Look at them.
Oh my gosh, they are so fiesta right now.
They need their own song.
They do.
You know what? I'm gonna make this guy move after, you know.
I
that
think
thing
it
we
like
did
needs
yesterday.
like Shakira. Shakira needs to be the one who makes the song because she does such great
Yes.
movement songs. Oh my gosh,
Yes.
can I show you a picture of my kitten who's in the window right now? Excuse my
Yeah.
mouth, but look at.
Oh my God. Oh, is he outside? No, he's inside.
She's inside, but she has been given freedom to explore the house, and she
Oh my
is
God.
living her best life right now. That's for sure.
I love it.
All right.
Have you ever seen a mantis shrimp? I'm not sure. I have some shrimp here. Are you saying they're not these? Are they massive shrimps?
I don't know. They're pretty big.
Honestly, these shrimps are so fun to paint as well. If anyone wants a tutorial on those, those are
We
really
got to
fun.
figure out what we're doing next week too.
Look at those
I mean,
shrimps.
we're obviously not finished yet, but still.
Yeah, totally. My
All right, I'm
coffee is
going
like-
back into these.
Oh my God, Anna, my crab is covered in glitter pen. I love this. I would love to see it if you want to hop on. I don't know if you know Anna, Christine.
I don't
Her
think I know
stuff's
Anna.
such
Maybe.
a vibe. She does a lot of sea life. Let me know if you want to show us that we can hop on for a minute.
Yeah.
I follow Mantis Shrimp on TikTok. Wait, I follow a Mantis Shrimp mom on TikTok. He's so cool. I don't get it. And what am I not getting? What is a mantis shrimp? Is it a person? No.
No,
I
it's
follow a
probably
mantis shrimp mom on TikTok. Oh, okay. So he just has
probably
a camera on
person
him.
who is momming the mantis shrimp. Like she probably has one.
Have you moved on to your turtle? Hola, I'm not
Told
ready.
you. I told you.
Not ready.
You want us to do a loose floral tutorial sometimes? I think we can manage that. Yeah, I do.
That's very, very, very doable.
Alexis says she might follow that same woman.
Oh my God.
All right, so I'm grabbing some purple and I'm going back into these scoots and I'm going back into this and just trying to like fix these little fins that I
Yes, I kind of messed mine up as well. So let's get in here.
Yeah.
I really want to add my eyeball, and I'm curious what you're going to do there, but I will wait. I will be patient. There we go. So it's interesting that they have these little scales or scoots or whatever they're called on their fins, or is it just the patterning? And do you think it's actually scales down on their fin, or is it just kind of the pattern?
They fall off. So like
Okay.
I do know that. They do fall off because they're like scales. Like they're like what you would see on an iguana, how the scales peel back. They're reptiles. So
Yeah.
And it doesn't bother them. Like I could peel it off my turtle if I wanted to.
Interesting. I feel like there's got to be something going on with this flipper that we've missed. Like some feet. There's no feet. No
They're
toes.
kind of
No
a bubble.
toes.
Nope, they're just a little bubble. Like they look
Bubbles.
like
Okay.
little cloud shapes on the bottom.
Okay. I feel like he needs some love down here.
And I'm gonna go in. This is too thick of a brush. I need a thinner brush. Hold on. Too big. I'm gonna go in and do the neck.
Kendra, can you link me on what you're talking about? Because I'm very intrigued. I just can't involve myself in this mantis shrimp conversation. But I'm all about this. Everyone's following this person, and I want to follow them too. But I will forget. If you can link me after, that would be super.
So I'm going in on that neck and trying to I'm going to start creating those wrinkles.
So my neck is a little bit aft in the A. Let's see. I feel like.
No, you can do it. You can do it. So like where the fin is, do
this
a little
way,
bit
C
around the
curves.
fin. So definitely kind of do it like this around the fin.
Okay.
Even in the fin. You can totally do it in the fin too.
So you're using like a burnt umber or something there?
Yeah.
What do you got on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's do
it's
it.
like a burnt umber. And then I gotta bring that out a little bit more.
Okay, people. There we go.
Yep, and then do it around the back ones too a little bit. Just a little. And you could do it in green if you have it. Your stuff is in green. That's fine.
You're out of the video. I need to see what you're doing on the back one.
There. Sorry.
Okay. Yep. Okay. I hear you. That might actually help me there because that fin was feeling a bit disconnected.
And then even here, like right before the head kind of snaps off and does
Just some wrinkle vibes. A bit of wrinkle vibe.
Yep. Wrinkles where the legs and the head are all attached is basically it.
I'm dying to put in my eyeball. Are we there yet? Sorry.
Yeah, we can do it.
Dying to put in my eyeball.
So
actually, I'm gonna fix this.
Eyeball goes. I just need to get a really dark color. You can draw it in if you want to. Like there's no rules. You don't have to use paint if you don't want to. I just need to mix a real dark color here. I'm just gonna do this blue purple and put some orange in it. There we go. That'll blacken up for me. Okay. So the eye.
Thanks, Kendra.
You can just do your like. If you want to leave a space, you can, like your eye space that you did before for the highlight. If you want to do that, you can. Just make sure it's got like a little like point at the end, kind of like a cat's eye on both ends.
Interesting. Okay, well, mine's on a weird angle, so I got to go this way, I think. Let's zoom.
Just a little cat.
Someone asked me if I was a surgeon on my live the other day.
Oh, with a brush.
I guess. They're like, are you a surgeon, like, in your day job? I'm like, no.
That's funny.
I was like, but I'll take that as a compliment.
Yes. All right, I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm just going to add some, like, lighter colors to the top of these shroots. Just a little bit of yellow, just to give, like, the sandy vibe. I'm really trying to let this dry so I can go back in and like go over the top with those little freckles. I mean, you don't have to. Like you could dry this or not dry it and go in and just put little freckles over it like you did with your crab. You could still do that. That would be totally fine. Oh, I love that. Is that gold?
No, it's just really, really yellow.
Oh, it's pretty.
Dr. Chels. Yup. Surgeon to the rescue.
That's so funny.
I was like, are you serious? Are you trolling my live? Oh, come on.
Maybe.
Maybe.
All right. So I just added water over the top of this. I'm just going to drop in a couple of little dots here and there.
I really want to do some water around my turtle. Sorry, that's what I'm doing.
We'll do it. I tried
just a little
doing it
background
earlier.
of yellow.
I tried doing that earlier and it was a giant fail. And so I cut my turtle out because I hated it so much.
Is that what happened? Because I like the cutout.
Yep. That's why I cut it out. Because I was like, ugh, it's terrible.
It's terrible. Just a few swishes. Just a few little swishies of the water. Just into it. We're here for the fun of it.
Okay.
I am. That's why I'm here. All right.
I'm gonna dry again. And then I'm just gonna do the freckles like you did, I think, for the
On his
head.
face?
Yeah, for the head and for the fin. Kind of like you already have done. You're kind of ahead of me on that.
Okay. I'm going crazy here with this. I need to put that down. I just asked
Oh,
the
I
biggest
love the
blob.
water vibe. That's so cute. Like the little like scoop. That's
Yeah, the
adorable.
little Scoopy.
Yeah, that's really cute.
I just wanted to do a little. I just kind of botched his eye because I dropped some of that turquoise, but at the same time, kind of a vibe, that turquoise on his head.
Yes.
Happy accidents, bra bras.
Happy accidents.
Let's
Okay.
just keep our happy accidents going.
All right. I'm going to put some bigger freckles in here. So what is our next tutorial going to be, my friend?
I don't know. People want flowers.
Somebody mentioned flowers, but I wouldn't mind doing another sea creature one. These are fun.
Yeah, I mean, I
Still
just
in
attempted
season.
my first lobster. That was pretty fun. Shrimps are fun. We could do a whole coral one. Coral's really fun.
Coral is fun. I have done coral before.
We'll have to think about that. If anyone has any suggestions, I am on a little bit of a. We just missed Shark Week, by the way.
I know. I saw someone posting about it, and I was like, oh, man.
I know. I actually messaged Dewar. I'm like, are we sharking? And we were both kind of busy, but sharks are also very fun. Ooh, what do you think of my swishy swirly?
I love it so much. It's such a
I'm kinda
vibe.
into
I
it.
would have not thought of that at all.
He just needed something. I feel like he's also at the top of my page, you know? Like I have nothing on the bottom, and he was just kind of floating there like a
I
weirdo.
love it. I think it looks great.
Come on, weirdo. Okay, I'm gonna
You
start
know me.
freckling.
I'm gonna go in with my pencil anyways because I like to bring that stuff out.
Oh, I like the yellow on your head of your turtle. That's cute.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was gonna say where I messed up, it would be on this angle here. This should have scooped up under his belly more. If I was doing it again, I would have got rid of this brown.
Going all the way down, you mean? Like maybe starting.
Yeah, I would have
further down.
scooped up kind of right where his fin, just if anyone else did what I did. Don't worry, you're not alone. I would have actually ended his little belly right kind of at that fin angle. Maybe I can try to bang
I
some
think
of
the
that out.
turtle is really hard. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like this afternoon while I was sitting with these turtles, I'm like, what did I volunteer to do? I'm like, I'm like, this is really hard. What did I do? I'm like, how am I gonna teach this in 45 minutes to an hour? Like this is impossible.
It is a bit more time consuming.
It is.
For sure. Well, there's a lot of parts to that turtle. He's
There
got a
is.
lot going on.
It does have a
So
lot.
I think I'm going to try to fix this, actually. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to now. Where is that? Ooh, I just have my angle brush. Getting distracted. Okay. There we go. I'm going to try to fix this vibe. Mel, are you still there? I want to see your turtle. I really liked when we brought Devin on the live for a few minutes the other day.
Yeah,
if
that was
anyone wants to
really
show
nice.
us any of your
Love to see
thing,
what you
I'd love
have.
to see someone's because I would love to feel better. Especially like, what did I do to this fin? Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually go a little bit rogue here and go a bit bigger and try to get rid of that belly and just a little. That big flipper.
Mm-hmm.
So did I read something wrong or did I see something wrong that you've lost your turtle?
Yeah, I told you that I did.
No, you never told me.
Yes, I did. We were in a live together, and it was like a group live, and I'm like, so here's the situation.
That wasn't me. I was listening to you on a live somewhere else that you switched your kitten for your turtle. That wasn't me. I think you're getting your lives.
No, I don't think so. I remember you being there and being like, oh, really? Maybe you just misheard
What?
me.
No. I think you just think of me a lot.
I do think of you a lot. That's true.
I think you just think I'm there when I'm actually sleeping. I'm actually sleeping.
No.
But I thought I heard that. So have you found
This
him?
was like 2 months ago this happened.
What?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was kind of like you lost your turtle and found your kitten. I thought that was really cute.
It's cute if, For the kitten's really getting the benefit of that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
The
Do you think
turtle,
he's living under your house? Do you think he's
no,
around?
no, there's no way to live under our house. We have a fully stone
Oh,
in front of the house. Like it's, yeah, there's no way to get
okay.
out of the house. Mm-mm. I don't know where it is. I'm hoping it's living its best life somewhere else
Yep.
because she was not happy here. That's for sure. She was pretty miserable most of
Oh,
the time. So, and then the one that's left behind is far more friendly now than he was. So,
okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Mel, do you want to show us what you painted for 2 minutes? I can add you as a guest. We did this last time. I thought it was really fun to see what
It
you guys
was
are up to.
fun. It was.
I really, really want to add something onto these shells, and I don't know what it is. Maybe white.
Maybe.
Maybe,
Maybe a
maybe
little bit
some
more
white.
darkness around the corner. I don't know.
Yeah. He needs a little highlight. Although, I've got wet paint and I'm kind of, just go for it, people.
Just do
There
it.
we go. Sure, let
I'm
me
like
connect my
losing my
phone. Cool.
light.
Mel's going to show us her what she's been painting, and I'm
Yay!
so excited to see it because Mel is so talented. So I'm very
Very.
curious to see yours.
She really is.
Is Alexis there? Is she painting with us? I'd love to see hers. I'd love to see everyone's.
I don't know if she is. I do not know.
Aduma is not painting along, which is fine. Oh, I'm so into my water.
Yeah. I love the shape of that water. I could have never done that. That's impressive.
I think I just needed something to, get that fin.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was kind of like, is that a fin? Is that something floating in the water?
No, I agree with you.
Needed something. Oh, I love the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Really like your crab claw.
I love
Oh,
the crab
Aduma's
claw so
painting
much.
birds. I am not going to add you then. This is not a bird tutorial.
You are not allowed, Aduma.
Those birds would eat these crabbies. Not happening.
They would.
Poor
Actually.
crabs. They really do get attacked. Yeah, seagulls love them, which is fair enough.
I mean, seagulls love
Aw,
just about anything.
TikTok is calling ours tropical turtle painting. Nailed it.
Aw.
Tropical turtle. Yeah, I think I just need a little bit more darks on these corners. This was super fun. I don't know if I would have ever done a turtle.
I don't think I would have ever done a crab without you, for sure.
Yeah, so it's
I
kind
gave
of
him a
fun.
grumpy face. Look at, he's got kind of a grumpy face.
Oh my
Because
god,
that
I
was,
love that. Ooh, should I add that? I've
no,
got
I
the
don't think
weirdest
so.
angle on my turtle. Maybe a
No, I
little bit.
like
Right there.
it. I like it because the nose is poking out a little bit. I really like it.
Yeah, he's going that way. He's leaving
Yep.
this live.
Yep, for sure.
I'm out of here. Oh yes, I do want to add you. I'm gonna just add you as a guest if I can, or can I not? Do I have to co-host? Oh my god, Chelsea.
I think
This
she would have
app.
to co-host. I think she would have to jump on as a host because we can't add guests. From what I can see, I can't add any guests.
What does play mean? You have to teach me that. What does that play thing?
That I don't know. Do you want me to click it?
No. We're gonna have like 100 people join our live.
Yeah, it's a game. It's
Mel,
not
you have to
anything.
go live on your profile. Just go live, and then I can add you. I think. Surely we can add her as a guest, can't we? Weird.
I mean, you can try, but I think Devin hopped on as a co-host. I believe that's what happened.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I missed Devin. She was supposed to paint with us today. She said
Was
she was gonna be
she?
here. Yeah. I
Oh,
wonder where she is.
Gotta have something going on.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. She
I
said she
love
was
that.
gonna come.
That little sea scoop is so cute.
Sea Scoop. Love the new name. Yeah.
Sea scoop.
I know. I almost want to put some on my crab, but I think he's too stuck up to be. So
Yeah.
this turtle's free.
Yep. He needs like a beach.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could put some sand on the bottom. Let's do it. A little bit of sand, kind of ground him. How do I move my holder?
Oh my god, the butt on your turtle is so cute.
I think this is his back leg. So have
Yeah,
you
I
decided
think
what
so
yours
too.
is? I feel like that's his back leg.
Yep.
I really do like the angle of this turtle. He's
Yeah, I
so
think
cute.
it's great.
How's it going, Mel? Are you live? Let me see if I can find you. Where are you? Where is she? Oh God.
She's not on mine. I can't see her anywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to search for her. One sec. Searchy smirch. Let's see if she's here. Mel. There you are. Oh, it says she's not live. I don't know what's happening. All right, this might not happen. I'm not sure.
That's all right. Have her tag you in her post. Have her
Yes,
post.
that'd be great.
Tell her to post.
I'm gonna put a little bit of this sand if anyone wants to do this with me.
Tell me what
Just
you're
on the
doing.
lower legs.
No idea
Lots
what
of
you're doing.
water on my quill brush.
Okay.
And I'm gonna grab really. Oh my god! Thank God I didn't do that. There was turquoise on my quill. Let's get that clean. I'm just gonna grab like a yellow ochre or like
Morgan
titanium black.
says she needs to push multi-guest.
Oh, multi-guest. I only see host, match, and play. Or are you saying Mel needs to push Mel? Oh, I love your white. Where do I do that? I need to push it, or the
I don't
person
think
joining
so.
does?
It might be the person joining. I don't think it's us because I'm
Oh,
not seeing anything.
I'm gonna try adding her again. Let's see if
Oh,
she's live yet.
wait. I pushed multi-guest, but she's not there.
Oh, where is your multi-guest button?
Click on the more button on the bottom right-hand corner.
Okay.
And if you click on that, you'll see multi-guest in the top left-hand corner.
I can't add her. More multi-guest. Multi-guest.
He says that Mel has to do it.
Oh, thanks, people, because this is not working. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here with this. I'm just going to do a layer of water below my crabby. I don't know if anyone else wants to do this, but this is what I'm doing. Just water. Just water. Lots of water. We're giving him a little sandy island.
Perfect.
And then I'm just going to drop in a little yellow ochre and let it bleed into the corners of some of this water. It's like this. Kind of keep your brush going horizontal like the sand. And you can even add a little bit more brown. But this is fun. And then I would just start dotting. Just dot until your heart's content. What's the saying? Content?
Yeah. Content. To your heart's content.
It's pretty watery, pretty bleedy.
That's cute. Maybe I can do that.
Oh, hi, girls. What time do you start your live stream? We're almost finished. We started an hour and a half ago. Shoot. I tried to advertise.
We advertised a lot. We did. I feel like I
thought I did.
advertised the most I've ever advertised ever.
That's great. Then I didn't have to yell at you about it.
Oh my God. I know.
I was so happy. I was like, yay, it's all advertised. And actually, I did a warm-up live right before this live for like 15 minutes, which was awesome because then I just sent everyone to this live.
Oh, very cool.
I had to warm up. I hadn't painted, and I was like, I'm going to suck if I don't warm up. I might as well go live. And then just said, I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Cool.
I'm feeling like my crab claws could have been bigger, but oh well. But if anyone feels like that, just go on and make a little bit more. You know, add a little bit more of a C curve up there. Maybe longer. They look cute when they're nice and long. I still don't see you, Mel. Are you around? One more time. I'm going to try adding her. And if it doesn't work, oh well. I think she's trying right now. She's probably just figuring out. Where are you? Mel, I can't invite you. It's all grayed out. Oh well.
Sorry, friend.
Sorry. I would love to see yours. If anyone has been painting along and wants to tag us, we can post it for you.
The white we used is Bleed Proof White. It comes in this little teeny tiny jar by Dr. P.H. Martin. And it's watercolor. It's just super highly pigmented. You need to add water to the jar, and then you can just go over the top and have some fun with it. I like it better than the pens because the pens don't really roll very well sometimes on this rough paper. So
I feel like I'm done. I want to zoom out.
Me
Zoom
too.
out, party people. There we go.
You're welcome. I am losing light, just so you know. Oh, Devin just showed up. Sorry, Devin. We're just
Devin!
about done.
We just finished. I'm going to take a photo.
Okay.
Oh,
I did
well,
see
she's going to
for
post
you.
it to her YouTube.
Who's going to post it to their YouTube?
You are.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about somebody else.
No, I mean, if anyone just showed up.
Yes, that is true.
All good.
These
Thank you so much. I love my turtle. I never would have painted him if it wasn't for you.
did so
So I love
good.
that.
You did so good. Yours is
Really
better
love
than
him.
mine, I think.
No way.
I
Just
do.
his belly angle's wrong, but I do like my water and I like his head. He looks like he is not concerned with our life.
Nope. And I love the fact that his little
Swimming
fat
away.
fin is just like poof, like I'm out.
Yeah.
See
I'm
ya.
out of here.
Yep.
Thanks,
Yep.
Devin. Hopefully you can watch Christine's tutorial after because I'd love to see your crab. He's
Yes.
unbothered. He's totally unbothered. I kind of messed up the angle of his head, and he's on his way. He's on his
Yep.
way.
He's out. He's out. Well, I loved my crab. I'm running out of light, so if you can't see him very well, that's like
Yes, he's great. I like your
Yeah.
sandy beach. I love that bleedy beach.
yeah. I like how it's
Or
real
it could even
big.
be the bottom of, he's underwater and he's kicking
It
up
could
sand.
be.
That's what yours looks like. It's
Yes.
very cute. Very cute.
And I really love his crab balls.
Yes, his crab balls. Mel, I tried to add you. Wait, so Mel, someone said if you just click what is it, Christine?
If you click the bottom where it says more, the more like 3 dots on the bottom right hand side, you click on that and then you can see a screen will pop up and you click multi-guest. And then
That's what you have to do, Mel.
Yep.
So Mel, if you can do that really quickly, if you can figure it out. Oh, here she goes. Oh, I saw it. Multi-guest. Accept. She did it. Oh, it's saying that you're going to get disconnected if I do that.
Oh.
Why? I'm trying to accept her, but then it's
Maybe
going to
it's
disconnect.
because you just need one host.
Oh. How frustrating. I'm sorry. Oh, well, we'll send it. Tag us if you want, and we can post it. That'd be fun. If anyone else has painted along with us, we would love to post your little turtle vibes. And Devin, I want to see yours when you're done. And yours, CJ. Did CJ paint with us?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think he was here for the whole time.
Okay, no worries.
I just want to see everyone's crab balls. That's what I want to see.
You have to stop saying crab balls in our live. We're going to get booted. They're going to boot us. No wonder you're on 18 plus because you're saying balls all the time. Anyway.
Thanks, Danny.
This is a family-friendly live. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks everyone for coming today.
Yes,
I
will
were dealing
download
with
this,
dogs.
and I will send it off to the YouTube world for everyone if you would like.
And I will try to figure that out as well.
Yes. Megan, we do not go every day. We usually do Monday. We've been doing Monday tutorials the last couple of weeks, and I've been really enjoying it, even though it
They are
stresses
fun.
me out before we actually get together. But I've
But
really
don't
been
be
enjoying it.
fooled. I like to stress Christine out, and it provides very good work, right? Like she did. It was great.
Yeah,
A little bit of stress.
A little bit of stress because provides great results for sure.
Yep. Makes for a good tutorial.
Yes.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Bye, everybody. Have a great night.
Okay, bye. Bye.